Hi Andy, this is Sema. Today NCERT 10th class real numbers chapter exercise 1.2. See the second 1.2 exercise second question. Yesterday I completed first question. Root 5 is irrational number. In contradiction way we proved that first we have to take root 5 is rational number, then we can conclude root 5 is not rational, it is irrational. Now see the second question, prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. In example also this model question is there. Say this 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. Exercise question, example problem. If you listen this question, then if you observe the example problem, you can understand easily. So see here first what they given, 3 plus 2 root 5 given is irrational. We have to prove it is irrational. Now in the contradiction way, what I have take, this is the rational number I will take. So let us assume that 3 plus 2 root 5 is a rational. So rational means we can write in P by Q form or A by B form. A by B form, B not equal to 0. Why B not equal to 0? Here A and B are integers. Okay, B not equal to 0 means if B value is 0, what we will get? Undefined. So undefined, it is not possible. So 3 plus 2 root 5 equal to A by B. Now you transpose here 2 root 5 A minus B plus 3 transposed left to right, minus 3 will get root 5. See here root 5 1 by 2 A by B minus 3. Here 2 I transposed here. Now half into here A, cross multiplication, A into 1 A, 3 into B, 3B by B. Here, so if you multiply with 1, if you multiply with any number, you will get 1. If you multiply denominator with 2, A minus 3B by 2B, not 6, that is B. Now, see here, how can you write A by 2B minus 3 by 2? Here B is a, here B is a, BB cancel. What we will get here? What we will get? A by 2B minus 3 by 2. So root 5. Root 5 value how much we got? A by 2B minus 3 by 2. So if you observe, this is a P by Q form. This is a P by Q form. See here, P by Q form. A minus 3 by 2B. Here we divide separated terms. But if you observe P by Q form, nothing but A by B, P by Q. That is your wish. You have to take A by B, no problem. You have to take P by Q, no problem. That is our wish letter. So if see here, this is P by Q form. So but what we get here, root 5 is rational. Here what we get, root 5 is a rational. Root 5 is a rational, but it is correct. Yesterday first problem that only root 5 is irrational, but here I got rational. So our assumption is wrong. What we took, 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational, is wrong. So our assumption, what assumption, this is 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational, is wrong. So what we can conclude? Finally, we can conclude that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. What we took first, 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational, P by Q form, A by B form. But finally we got root 5 is rational. After simplification we got root 5 is rational. But our assumption, root 5 is rational, it is correct? No. Here root 5 is irrational. We know root 5 is irrational. So our assumption is wrong. 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational is wrong. So finally we can say 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational number. Okay. We can go for next question. Third question. Question, prove that 1 by root 2 is irrational. Third Roman. 3 questions are there. 3 questions I will explain. See the first question. 1 by root 2 is irrational. So first solution. Root 2, 1 by root 2 is irrational. So what we have to take before problems like we have to assume. Let us assume that 1 by root 2 is rational. So 1 by root 2 is rational. How can we write 1 by 2? A by B or P by Q. and here b not equal to 0. So 1 by root 2 equal to a by b. B not equal to 2. See here 1 by root 2. Now we transpose here 1 into b, b. Root 2 into a, root 2a. So now b by a equal to root 2. Transpose it. So finally root 2 equal to b by a. Here a not equal to 0. See here root 2 equal to b by a. Rational form, p by q form. So root 2 what we are getting here? Root 2 is rational. But as it is correct? No, root 2 but it is wrong. But root 2 is not rational. We got here root 2 is rational, but root 2 is not rational. So what is root 2? Root 2 is irrational. Root 2 is irrational. Irrational is correct. Root 2 is rational is wrong. What is correct? Root 2 is rational is correct. Okay, this is wrong. So why we got wrong? Our assumption. What we assumed 1 by root 2 is irrational. So our assumption 1 by root 2 is rational is wrong. So finally we say that what we say? We say that 1 by root 2 is irrational. So 1 by root 2 is irrational. We can go for same next question. The next question 7 root 5 is irrational. So solution, see the solution. So let us assume same model. Let us assume that 7 root 5 is rational. So rational means we can write in p by q form. Q not equal to 0 or a by b. You can take a by b, no problem. If you take p by q also, no problem. Before I said a by b, no, so you can take a by b only. A by b, b not equal to 0. If b equal to 0, undefined. So that's why b not equal to 0. Now see here root 5 equal to a by 7 multiplication is there, will come in division. So what we got? Root 5 is p by q form. So here we got root 5 is rational. Root 5 is rational, we got. So it is correct? No. Root 5 we know, already we know root 5 is irrational. No, root 5 is irrational. Is correct. So our assumption is wrong. Finally, what we say? 7 root 5 is irrational, not rational. See here, let us assume 7 root 5 is rational, 7 root 5, p by q from a by b, b not equal to 0, root 5, 7, if you multiplication will transpose it to division, denominator a by 7b, root 5 is rational, we got, root 5 is irrational is correct. We know root 5 is irrational number, so our assumption is wrong. Finally, what we say, 7 root 5 is irrational number. See the next question. See the next question, third question. In the third Roman, final Roman in this chapter, prove that 6 plus root 2 is irrational. So same model, all questions same model you will get. If you practice 1 or 2, you can understand all problems how to do. So see here given, what they given 6 plus root 2 is irrational number, we have to follow. So here also let us assume that 6 plus root 2 is rational. So we have to put irrational, but we can't do contradiction. We should 6 plus root 2 is rational. So rational means we can write in p by q form. P by q form, q not equal to 0. See here we can how to write here root 2. Here a by b. If you transpose plus 6, you will get 6 minus 6. See here a minus here a into b a, 6 into b, 6b by b. Okay, see here, so root 2 what form we got? P by q form. So root 2 is rational. We got here. But it is wrong. So root 2 is irrational. irrational. Root 2 we got rational, we got rational, but it is wrong. So root 2 is a irrational number. So root 2 is a irrational number. So why we got a wrong mistake? We took 6 plus root 2 is rational. So finally 6 plus root 2 is not rational. It is irrational. Okay. So in this chapter, real numbers NCERT, first chapter, 2 exercises are there, 1.1 and 1.2. 1.1 all problems explained and 1.2 all problems explained. Today, first chapter completed in NCERT textbook. Thank you all.